Hi there, it's Rob Anderson again. This is the second video in how to start your own business, or the pre-planning, your initial research to see that things are absolutely going to be your perfect business choice. Okay, what you got to do, firstly, obviously you've got the free reports. Those 2 reports I made you go and get and read, and you've got your lists on what your passions are. So now what you're going to go and do is go use these methods compared to your lists. It's kind of, if you like, field research. What this is I call it old school. The new school research will still come in a way. It's the online searching, the keyword research. It'll be your next video. But to make sure your niche that you want to be in business in has potential, you have to look at it in every direction. By the way, if you were going to do online business software, then stop looking at making lists and things. You already know you want to do software. It's simply just a matter of keyword research. But so this is more for if you wanted to look at all your options. So let's go to software then, but I know it's already an online thing. But maybe you want to start a software magazine offline. That's an old school business that's going to die. So good luck to you there. They're still selling magazines. Year after we all predicted they'd stop. But yeah, newspapers are gone. The yellow pages are going, and the yellow pages are going. So yeah. Okay, so here's what you do. Let's not waste too much time. You get your list and you go to magazines and bookshops and you cross-refer what's on your list to what's on the magazines and bookshops. So let's say I have on my list writing. So I go and look to see, are there magazines that sell things on writing? And in fact, I'm not sure there are. But there are magazines on sewing and crafts, which is another one of my passions. There are magazines on science fiction, not really, but there's magazines on movies. So if there's not a lot of magazines on something, you know what? It means the public aren't prepared to pay to read about that or learn about that. And it means your online blog might be a failure. Now, don't immediately presume that if there's nothing on your list on magazines or books, that like, oh no, all your choices are for, I don't know, whatever it is, teaching fleas to dance, and there's not a single book about teaching fleas to dance. Well, maybe there's money to be made in humor if you're thinking of making fleas dance. So comedy might be your thing. So don't write it all off yet, but you need to double check it. But let's say now it was shoes. Let's say your passion is clothing or fashion and you want to look at shoes. Go and look at what sort of books or magazines are on shoes. And if they're not just shoe magazines, like there would be, say, cycling magazines, then go and look at what that refers to and how are they promoting shoes in the fashion magazines. And they are, the Cosmopolitans, etc. Have a good look at it. Okay, then take it one step further. Go to any retail place that would sell anything on your list. So it can be, I can't even think of some strange things, beekeeping products. Now, you might find a magazine on beekeeping products. Unlikely, maybe. Unlikely though. In a country magazine, maybe, but it's not a whole magazine. Now, beekeeping products in shopping malls and other retail, not likely either. So now it starts to look like, whoa, you're choosing a bad thing. And then you go to the yellow pages, and the only thing you can find on beekeeping there is people that catch bees and remove them. So in theory, you're thinking, oh, this is no good. But in truth, there is a niche for beekeeping. So, doing stuff with bees. So you get where I'm going is that this is just a way of double checking. It's not always the be all and end all of it, but it's nice that it proves stuff to you. So when I say in other retail, it could be craft markets, it could be hawkers, it could be all sorts of places that you can double check. If you find somebody selling your products already, my first choice is go and speak to them and say, wow, you're selling shoes. Is it a good business to be in? I want to be in shoes too. I'm thinking of opening a shop. Tell them in another city, guys. If you want them to talk to you, tell them you're going to open a shoe shop in another city, not in the same mall. They're not going to like that. But as soon as they don't see you as a threat, they will share the most incredible amount of information with you like you won't believe. I spend my life talking to business people, and I ask the most straightforward and blunt questions on purpose. How else am I going to know about business opportunities and small businesses? I want to know, is this a good way of marketing? Does this work for you? And yes, most of the time, if you've seen his ad in the same publication for 5 years in a row, of course it's working for him. He can keep paying for that ad. But I want to know, why does he do that old school marketing in a magazine that costs $4,000 or 40,000 Rand? What is wrong with him when he could go online and get a SEO orientated website? And we chat about it. So ask, spy, have a good look. Look in every single big shop, small shop. Look in the weird shops. Don't presume because something's in a shop it'll sell. Hell, I was in the hammock business for 10 years. You struggle to find hammocks in shops. Right, and then finally go and look at all the other places, the yellow pages. Have a look at how many guys have got hammock ads in the yellow pages. Beekeeping. Maybe you need to check it correlated with something that's more popular on your list, that you kind of know that everybody wants honey. Now, honey is a different thing. You're going to find books with honey recipes. You're going to find the shopping malls full of honey. You're going to find honey, well, not honey suppliers, but you will in the yellow pages. You're going to find them in alternate places. You're going to find them on the craft market. You're going to find honey for sale in hospitals, perhaps. So it's worth a good look and dig to find the what, where, and how that you need. Once you've got that, keep all these notes. We're going to put your notes together, I think, in the last video. And I have a suspicion we're done on this one. Let's just pop to the next one and see. Blank. Done. That's it. Thanks for your time. Let's jump to the next video. Cheers.